good morning. My name is Myla Ramos, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Search Bros. If someone would have told me 20 years ago that the secret to building a $200 million staffing company was a can of Spam, I would never have believed them. See, to me, as an immigrant Asian woman, Spam is served with garlic rice and fried rice. I have never played golf, and tea time to me means jasmine or oolong. So in other words, I am the opposite of what people think about when they talk about a businessman. What I did come with was a relentless work ethic, a sense of humor that got me through many doors I never felt welcome in. I did not network myself in, never knew what the good old boys club was or where it is. I worked my way in. As an immigrant, I was never built to fit in, but I was built to thrive. So I stopped acting or trying to pretend to be a businessman. And I started to lead as a mother, as a woman of faith, where my backbone was firmly forged in rejection and responsibility. That grit got me through the first 1,000 no's that I received building this company. And the first true yes came with this can of Spam. See, many years ago, I was tracking an organization with a large contract. For many years, I tracked and emailed them, never got a response. One time I saw that they were going to be a keynote speaker in a conference, so I wanted to attend and meet the person in person to find out what we were doing wrong. I couldn't come close to them. As a keynote speaker, everyone was swarming him. So I took my opportunity, again, full of grit and perseverance, and hid in the men's bathroom. Don't judge me, it worked. Coming out, he was surprised to see me, promised to talk to me, and said, just call me the next day. Your emails must be going to my spam, and let's connect tomorrow, because he was busy. Never one to take no for an answer. On my way home from that conference, I saw a can of Spam on sale at the store on the way to the valet parking. I had a grand idea. I wasn't gonna let him forget me. And that can of Spam was my ticket. So I sent that Federal Express to him, covered in my business card. The very next morning at 10:01, I get a phone call of him laughing, saying, this is the most ingenious way for me to remember you. Thank you so much. I would love to learn more about your company. And that's how it started. That grit got us that first meeting with that organization. But it wasn't just meeting, it was actually delivering what we promised. So the next day, I finally meet him. So it gives us this great opportunity. All we had to do was recruit a few dozen alligator wranglers. Not too easy, right? So you see, this organization is an aerospace company. When they shot rocket ships up in the air, all the $1 million pieces fall down to the Everglades in Florida. And he thought, well, if we're so good, go find me some alligator wranglers to hold them down so they can get their equipment. No problem, I said with a smile. Of course we can do it. The hard thing is, you can't really find alligator wranglers on Career Builder or LinkedIn. So we had to be creative. The very next day, I flew down to Orlando and took every single Everglades tour along the river and the ocean and the swamps to meet all the alligator tour guides, and was able to recruit all of the people that they needed that same week. And the story continues, and that was our first major placement with them, proving we do what needs to be done. And this can of Spam was the story behind it. For me, it starts with the letter S, start. Start with whatever you have. If I'm an immigrant coming into this country with no education and I can do this, persevere, even when no one is clapping. The day-to-day grind of an entrepreneur is open and recognized. Very few are the days that they recognize and clap for you. Adapt. We have been through global pandemics, 3 financial crises, and we are still standing here today. And measure. Measure what's important. What is the impact? It's not about the numbers. It's about the 20,000 people we have placed that have put food on the table for their families. As Spam has fed my family, but also my dreams. This can of Spam has brought 20 years of historical success within our organization, have put 20,000 people to work. So if someone like me can build a $200 million company on a can of lunch meat, what is your excuse? Let's talk about it. Myla Ramos with Search Post.